Do you ever feel you're just aimlessly drifting through life? Working hard but not getting ahead? What if I told you there's a way to retire decades earlier than most people with a proven passive income strategy? Dividend investing allows you to generate consistent cash flow that covers your expenses, freeing you from the shackles of a 9-to-5. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how dividend investing works and provide a detailed math breakdown so you can plan your own early retirement. With the right dividend stock and proper planning, you can realistically retire in your 40s or 50s. Let me show you how. Step 1. Understand how dividends work. Dividends are cash payments that many public companies make to their shareholders, usually on a quarterly basis. When you own shares of a dividend-paying stock, you essentially get paid just for being a shareholder. The company shares its profits with investors in the form of dividends. For example, let's say you buy 100 shares of Coca-Cola at $50 per share for a total investment of $5,000. Coca-Cola pays a 3% dividend yield, meaning for every $100 shares you own, you get paid $3 per share in dividends. Since you own 100 shares at $50 each, you'll get paid $3 times 100 equals $300 per year in dividends. This happens every single year you continue to hold the shares. So your $5,000 investment in Coca-Cola generates $300 in dividend income every year. Dividends typically increase over time as companies grow bigger and more profitable. Step 2. Turbocharge your dividends with compounding. Now, here comes the really exciting part about dividend investing: compounding. When you receive dividend payments, you have two options. 1. Withdraw the dividends as cash income. 2. Reinvest the dividends to buy more shares. If you continually reinvest your dividends, you turbocharge your investment returns through the power of compound interest. Let's continue the Coca-Cola example. Remember, your initial investment of $5,000 earns $300 in dividends in year 1? If you reinvest those dividends to buy more Coca-Cola shares, you own more shares going into year 2. More shares mean more dividends paid to you. Now, in year 2, your dividends might grow to $325 because you own more total shares. Reinvest again and your dividends continue growing. Fast forward 10 years and your reinvested dividends might be generating $500 plus per year. The key is to let compounding work its magic over the long run. Patience pays enormous dividends, literally. Step 3. Make dividends cover your expenses. So how do you actually turn dividend income into the ability to retire early? Simple. You keep reinvesting and buying more shares until your annual dividend payments exceed your annual living expenses. Let's say your annual budget in retirement will be around $40,000 to cover rent, food, travel, and so on. Through continual dividend reinvesting, you can own enough dividend-paying stocks where you earn $40,000 or more per year in dividend income. This passive cash flow replaces your job income, allowing you to retire decades earlier. For example, let's say you invest $500,000 into a portfolio of dividend stocks that yields 5% on average. $500,000 invested at a 5% yield generates $25,000 in annual dividend income. $500,000 times 5%. You're not quite at the $40,000 you need yet, so you keep reinvesting until your portfolio grows to $800,000 in size. At a 5% yield, an $800,000 portfolio generates $40,000 in dividends to fully cover your spending. This allows you to retire immediately, even if you're only 40 or 50 years old. Step 4. Make a plan and stick to it. Now for the math breakdown to turn this totally into a reality. Let's assume you want $40,000 in annual dividends income by age 50. You're currently 25 years old, earning $60,000 per year. Here are the steps. Determine required portfolio size. $40,000 by 5% dividend yield equals $800,000. Annual savings needed, $800,000 target portfolio, 25 years to reach goal, 6% expected annual return. Use a retirement calculator to determine you need to save $14,000 per year. Max out tax advantages accounts like the 401ks and IRAs. Invest the rest into a taxable brokerage account. Continually invest savings into dividend stocks and ETFs. Reinvest all dividends to allow compounding. By age 50, your portfolio should reach the $800,000 size needed to generate your required dividend income. The key here is consistency. Keep maxing out your accounts, dollar cost average investing, reinvesting those dividends, and the compounding effect will grow your portfolio exponentially over time. Step 5. Generate more income to invest more. The more money you can invest on a continual basis, the faster you can grow your portfolio and meet your retirement goal. On top of your day job income, consider adding sources like starting an online business that earns passive income, freelancing on the side to earn extra cash, minimizing expenses and living below your means, investing your tax refund every year. Every extra dollar you can invest puts you closer to your goal. And remember, you don't necessarily have to save the full $800,000 yourself. Compounding does a lot of the work for you over decades of disciplined savings and investing. Step 6. Build a balanced portfolio of dividend stocks. Now it's time to put together your portfolio of dividend-paying stocks. Here are some guidelines. Invest in established, financially healthy companies with a long history of paying dividends. Look for stocks with dividend yields of 3 to 5%. Aim for dividend growth rates of 5% or more per year. Include blue chip stocks like Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, Microsoft. Consider real estate investment trusts, REITs, for high yields. Use ETFs like VYM, HDV, SCHD for diversification. Reinvest all dividends without fail. Stick to quality companies, reinvest all dividends, and give your portfolio decades to grow. This strategy can realistically generate the dividend income you need to retire early. Step 7. Make early retirement a reality. The key takeaway is that dividends provide a passive income stream by virtue of stock ownership. Through the power of compounding and reinvesting over long periods, dividend stocks can fund an early retirement decades ahead of traditional timelines. It does require discipline, continually investing, buying stocks consistently, reinvesting dividends. But with a detailed plan in place, this is an achievable strategy for almost anyone to escape their 9-to-5 and retire early. So, are you ready to join the 7% of people who retire comfortably years before their peers? Construct your dividend investing plan, stick to it, and enjoy your financial freedom.